ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
All right. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Mackenzie. I am a new GM for Chaotic Good, and we will be running an open legend that I am calling The Domain. So we have a good mix of newbies and experienced players. So as is tradition here at Chaotic Good, we will kick off this session with a toast
To victory! Oh yeah!
All right.
Woo!
Ready to go.
Let's
All
do
right.
this.
Starting off hot, I need everybody to roll me a d20, please.
Oh,
Just a
shit.
straight
Just a
D20.
straight 20?
Straight
Straight
D20.
D20.
Here we go.
All right. I'm scared already.
Good. Scared.
Ooh! I'm stinking it up.
All right, who had the highest roll?
Not me.
We all roll.
I rolled a 3.
19.
19?
Suki with 19. I'm at a 14.
So you get 19. Okay.
I ruled a line.
So, as the lights come in on our setting, you wake up to the sound of dripping water. The only thing you can hear is this constant drip of water. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And as you open your eyes, you see the rest of the party and yourself in this jail cell.
Shit.
Suki, what'd you get us into?
So take a minute to describe your character, and then I'll let you take it from there.
All right, so Suki is a night elf druid.
Okay?
She is aged appropriately, and
I don't know if that means she's sexy or.
Yeah, I can't. Can't figure that
That's for
one
you
out.
to
so
decide.
pretty much whatever you find sexiest, if it's an 85-year-old woman or a 12-year-old girl. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what I like.
Both of those.
All of the above.
Zool has a very wide range.
She has very long silver hair. She has gold eyes. She is about 5'5". And again, for weight, it is whatever you find sexiest. She
Fantastic.
may be 110 pounds. She may be 300.
The latter. Yeah.
Brings a new meaning to beauty is in the
Eye of the beholder. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All
She emanates nature. She is very in tune with that. And she has a best friend, Bushi, who is a tiger. He is white. He also has gold eyes.
All right, so speaking of Bushi, you see everybody is in the cell, but when you look down at Bushi, you realize that Bushi has this metal contraption over her head to keep her muzzle shut, and you realize that on her feet are shackles and links. So she can walk, but she doesn't have the range of motion that she would have to attack. So she's in a very incarcerated state, if you would.
That makes me very angry.
Yeah. And when you look down at your hands, you also realize that you're shackled. And you look around and realize everybody else, too, is in shackles.
Ugh.
This sucks.
What happened? What did we drink last night?
This is like almost as bad as that one time in Guantanamo. Those cock meat sandwiches. Kid can tell you all about that.
I've heard about him. He has quite the reputation.
Indeed.
All right, so take a minute and everybody can go around and describe their characters and what they're feeling in this situation.
Me first?
Yeah, I'll start
All
with
right. My character's name is Dronoxus. He's a half-orc.
Okay?
Buff as shit, but not too bulky, like more athletic build.
Okay?
Jet black hair, green skin, piercing blue eyes. Extremely loyal, but he won't take shit from someone, and if someone crosses him, he'll always remember that.
Good to know, good to know.
Duly noted. You see before you Nizul. Nizul is a obvious, like, cookie cutter looking of a wizard. He wears a red and purple long robes, has the high collar. He has crazy hair, kind of like mine, and a very twisted look in his eye, where like he can make his eyes grow really big and just look at you, whenever he needs to. He also has around his neck is just a necklace, and it has a little polyhedron orange dye on it, and he uses it a lot of times to invoke his powers of sorcery. Another thing he has, though, he has a long satchel, almost like it's not a purse.
It's a man bag.
You knew I was thinking.
I saw it in your eyes. It is not a purse, it's a satchel. And inside he has all kinds of stuff that he always pulls out, and scrolls, wands, all potions, and all kinds of, arcane trinkets. And yeah, that is him.
Okay.
Oh, and
Enter.
he's old.
How old?
I'd put him over 50.
Okay, so not that old.
So young.
Because 50s is like the new 40s.
Yeah.
We'll get along.
All right. Enter Fox. It's a ninja-esque looking individual, all red attire, red ninja mask, red hood, 2 katanas strapped to his back, ninja stars all the way across his chest. Sitting next to him on both his left and his right side are 2 identical looking ninjas, except one is dressed in blue and one is dressed in green. These are Fox's companions, named Lightning and Ice. Lightning and Ice always go wherever Fox goes. The only difference that you can see in the color of, their outfits and stuff is also their eyes. I think that this is what might have brought us all together. We'll all have a little sparkle in our eyes. Fox's eyes glowed a burning red with fire. Lightning, as if sparkling, and Ice, just frosty air coming up from his eyes. Lightning and Ice mainly just kind of keep to themselves, and they kind of follow whatever Fox says to do. But Fox is very brash, harsh in words, and for some reason he's got a sailor mouth on him. But it's funny, so it's okay.
Fantastic. All right, so you guys realize that not only are you shackled, but you'd mentioned you had trinkets and whatnot in your bag and the katana and stars. You realize all that's gone. Your bag's still at your side, but you can feel that it's visibly lighter than it is. Yes.
I have my dice.
Yes.
Nothing.
Yeah. Necklace is still there.
I would have been a wreck.
But yeah, there's no weapons. You're strictly in the clothes that you're in. And you also realize, too, as you look around, that you're all a little damp. You're a little wet. Like at all.
Everything. I just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah. So as you guys kind of start to kind of fussle and move around, the chains start to make noise. And down the hall comes a guard. Before you is this guard, and he's in very tight-fitting leather armor. He has a kind of skull cap with a lightning bolt insignia in it, and he's carrying in his hand a spear, and he looks very Norse, is the best way to describe him. So big, huge beard, braids down, all scarred up, like he's definitely seen some stuff in his life. So as you kind of start to muscle and kind of make some noise and walk down, he looks in the cell and shouts down the hall, "The strangers have awoken! Get the guards. He's ready for them." So that's kind of summoning 3 more guards come down, all similar looking builds, all in the same leather armor. Some are blonde, black haired, but all very similar looking to one another. So as they open up the gate, they kind of grab you all and chain you all together. So now you're in kind of like a chain gang style kind of connection to one another. Hands still shackled, Bushi's with you, and they lead you down the hallway. And as you lead down the hallway, the scene kind of fades back to black. And a new scene arises. This is a few days ago. You guys are on a boat. And as you guys are sailing out, you realize that where you were, you had maybe gone about your missions and objectives in questionable manners. It kind of angered...
As we tend to do.
It's kind of our thing.
sort of angered some of the townsfolk. So you realize that it would probably be best to move on, kind of find new adventures. And so you board this boat. It's just you guys. Your boat's small enough that you guys can manage it fine, so there's no crew with you. It's just you guys. And you set sail. And you heard in your rumors and tales that nobody had ever explored East. East is this, they kind of just call it the end of the world. The kind of world disappears and no one's ever gone more east than what's drawn on maps and known. So you guys kind of take it upon yourself to be the first to explore that. You know, nothing stops you guys. You guys have been in a group together for months, so you guys are very familiar with each other. You guys know each other's strengths, weaknesses, the whatnot. So as you guys are sailing out, it's been a couple days, pretty smooth sailing, and all of a sudden, instantaneously, boom, storm. There's no warning. There's no clouds. There's no, you're going fine, and all of a sudden, you find yourself in my lock screen.
This is a terrible
Future.
place.
Did you summon this storm,
Yes,
Suki?
I did.
This tempest.
I often
Get
find
me out of this
myself
lock screen.
wanting to end the world.
Yes.
Let's go to the end
Yes,
of the world.
yes, yes. And end it all.
So this is what you guys see from the bow of your ship.
Oh,
Okay.
Is this
Wow.
massive
There's a
storm.
storm.
Yeah.
That looks
And
promising.
I gotta say, you definitely undersold this storm.
Yeah.
This is some shit.
Intense.
Dronexus, you used to work on ships, correct?
Yes.
You are, okay. So you realize almost instantaneously, not only is it strange that this happened so instantaneously, you've never seen a storm like that in all of your times on the sea, but all of you feel an energy about the storm. So make a perception check.
all right.
I'll take perception or energy check also.
Or energy.
Perception or energy.
You speak of my language.
I'm doing
I'll
perception.
do energy.
Okay.
I make my eyes extra buggy. Come on. Ooh. 20.
Oh,
All right. Who got over a 15? Okay. So you guys realize.
I got a 14.
You don't do
Missed by
You
one.
don't do water.
wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
How you
things I
think.
don't do, Dave. Sorry, Nizul.
So you guys realize that this storm isn't natural. This is magical in nature, and magical in nature in the sense that this is clearly something out of control. You don't know if this was maybe cast by somebody who was maybe messing with something they shouldn't have, but all that you know is that this storm is magical in nature.
I say something very profound. I'm going to go ahead and say, this storm is magical and it's on the loose.
I didn't do it this time. I swear. This time it was not me.
It's out of control.
Can you tell how out of control it is?
I can. It's very out of control.
Does anybody else have anything to add to this conversation that is as intelligent as what Nizul had to add?
Wait, what?
Cool. Moving on.
So as you're kind of getting tossed around in the storm, lightning's flashing. There's this, like I said, you all can feel something unsettling about this event and this kind of reaction. And all of a sudden, all you remember, boom, flash of light, and you guys are thrown off the boat. Bam. So cut back to walking. So as you guys are walking through, you guys are led to.
I like how you slowly unveil.
Yes, well done. Well played.
Oh,
You guys are in what looks like a throne room. And sitting, I should say, on top is, so I'm going to let you guys, you guys over here, I'll let you guys position yourselves how you guys think you guys want to be lined up. You'll be in a vertical line.
So we're in the shackles right now?
Oh, sorry, horizontal. Yes, you're in,
Okay.
you're in shackles, so
We're
you'll be
right
on
there.
a straight line.
May I be in the rear?
It's a horizontal
It's-
line.
Horizontal, I'm
It's
sorry.
I
Gonna
know
be
these
in the
things.
middle?
I mean, depending on how.
I didn't
which
get
way
a
you look
degree
at
in
it.
geometry.
Yeah.
Each way.
Yeah, each way is vertical and horizontal.
Magical
Oh my
eyes.
goodness.
Suki is okay with being anywhere as long as she's next to Bushi.
I heard that about Suki. I'm sorry, was that inappropriate?
Why does Fox always take up so much room? Sorry. Did I say that out
You
loud?
inadvertently called me fat. But
Wait,
Oh, wow. That is an impressive imitation.
wait,
Wait,
wait.
That's not right.
That is not right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good call.
Thank you.
That was a scolding.
I could tell. I just
Don't worry about me. I'm okay. In the middle.
All right,
I'm
so
squishy.
so as you guys are led out, the guards that were with you kind of tilt their spears and their heads to the man sitting on a throne at the end of the hall, and they say, "Jarl, we brought you your prisoners," and disappear out into the shadows on the sides. So sitting before you is Jarl Stormbolt. He looks like this.
Jesus.
And he's sitting, the throne that he sits in is very plain. It's literally a stone chair. But what's interesting is there's no back to it. So it's just the stone pedestal that he's sitting on. And at his side is, you can tell, a very, very well-crafted spear that's shaped in the bolt of a fork of lightning. So he stands up and he walks down, and beside him, somebody who looks eerily similar to him as well.
Like a twin?
Some might say a brother.
Oh,
They're that similar looking.
gotcha.
Only son. Only son.
Only some.
Not all.
Some who are bad would not say that. Some would say cousins. So he stamps back and he kind of takes a step forward. Strangers, you have many crimes to answer for.
What did we do?
All hail Jarl. All hail Jarl.
I dropped to a knee.
I also dropped to 3 knees.
Hail.
Hail.
So you realize right next to him is a table. And on that table, you realize you see your wand and your scrolls,
My satchel.
your
Satchel's
satchel.
on
My
Your satchel's on you.
katanas.
Oh,
Your
okay.
katana.
My sword.
Ninja stars.
Everybody's equipment is sitting on the table. And as he sees you guys bow, he slightly nods his head. Your crimes are punishable by death in my land. And he points to your scroll and your wand.
Uh-oh.
Long has it been understood that magic is forbidden in my realm. And yet, you arrogantly carry these items. Explain yourself. And he looks to you because he doesn't know who it belongs to, so he looks to the whole party.
It's clear in his
I blame
Yeah.
this guy.
Who did it?
It was definitely. I mean, this guy always gets us in trouble. And if there was a memo, he should have said that.
I don't even know how to read, to be honest. those trinkets just happened to just fall into my possession. I was going to resale them. I had no idea they would be so illegal. I don't know anything about them. Can I use deception?
Yes.
As I fib through my teeth here? All right. And I look like I'm telling the truth, right? All right. Ooh, explode on the dice 6. Come on, baby. Keep it up, keep it up. Oh! Come on. Nice.
Nice.
All right. Woo! Okay, so that's going to be, so there's 15, 25.
25.
Ooh, that was a good lie.
That was a good lie. So he eyes you.
I look meek and feeble.
He kind of does another glance across all of you. Where do you hail from, strangers? I have not seen most of your kind before, and it makes me uneasy.
Well, this is awkward. I seem to have forgotten where I hail from. However,
Me too.
I would
like
like
amnesia.
to recall using my logic or something of that matter. I hail from. Oh, my memories are coming back.
Come on, get it, get it.
Let's 17.
Oh!
That's
it up.
20.
Oh!
That's a lot. Okay, I'm at least 25.
Yeah.
Memory, metagaming.
At least 25.
And I'm just like, we're like brothers.
Do I?
We
Where,
come from
where
the
do I
same
hail
place.
from?
Oh, he's right in your face.
You guys hail from not here.
Okay.
We hail from not Hyria, of the land of I don't know.
So he comes closer to you because, my God, you guys are good at telling stories. And he is intrigued. And he looks the party up and down. I will say it is very odd to find not only magic users, but people not of the Norrid. I have heard tales and old histories. Isn't that right, brother? And he turns, and his brother steps forward. Boop, 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 boop. Whoop, and he falls over.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, these step forward or sprint?
Are skipped.
Yeah,
Yeah. And he ends up right here, and his brother. So as he's talking, his brother looks like this. It's a very similar in look, but you realize that there's a giant gash down his eye.
Oh boy,
So he has no eye.
we're in the land of Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or was his Lion King? It's Scar.
Yeah, it's Scar. So, aye, brother, you are true. Many generations ago, before this world was properly settled, there was many talk of other races in the wastelands, but now they are all gone. Perhaps they are survivors of that horrid place. I will have to check my accounts to see what these things are. What do you call yourselves? And he kind of scanning everybody, and he makes eye contact with Jornaxis, and he stops. Kultar scum? You try to trick me?
Oh shit.
He's dead.
Jornaxis just stares at you and says, I have nothing to say to you.
So he takes another step closer to you. Where you're at the end. So he takes another step closer to you, and you realize he's like scanning your body, not in like a weird, creepy, advancing way, but as in like a. He's clearly looking for something on your body. You're unlike no Kultar I've ever seen in my days. I will also have to consult this. What do you call yourself?
Jornaxis.
What race do you consider yourself?
Clearly, I'm a half-orc.
Orc. He looks puzzled and a little worried. Brother, please excuse me, I must go. And he turns and he skimpers boop, 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 off.
Now, Nizul's a learned, he knows a few things, you know, little this, little that. I was wondering, would I have any chance of knowing anything about where we are or what we are?
See what those dice say.
Okay, all right. How about I have logic and learning? Learning's what you know. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do that. I don't know everything, obviously, but I guess.
You can act like you do.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what I get. Ooh, a 23.
All right, I was looking for a 20.
All right.
So, in your days of learning and studying, there was many old tales of a world called the Domain. People had never heard or seen anybody from this world, but there is old sailor talk across the different ports from where you're from. And due to location and difficulty to get to some of these ports, it would make sense that these stories must have been true because it's difficult to collaborate such finite details. That's what they had. From your studies, you do know that the Domain is mainly made up of two races. One is called the Norid, which are a human-type race, and the other is a Kultar. The Kultar are a orc elf breed that feature very distinct markings. They look like tattoos, but on closer inspection, you realize it's actually raised skin.
Oh, rad.
And the Kultar are only ever two colors, only either red or blue. Red is the Kul, that's the warrior class, and blue is the politician class, and that's the Tar. That's how they get their name.
And what color are you?
Green.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they're green, and then they have those distinctive marks on them that you realize are almost like fingerprints. No two Kultars look the same.
And his name is Jarl.
Yes. His name is Jarl.
Do you mind if I risk speaking? I will say, mighty and powerful Jarl. May I inquire a question?
Please.
Are we in the Domain?
Where else would we be? What kind of question is that?
We are travelers from lands far away, mighty Jarl. We come from realms so far that you've never even seen it. That's why we look so different. We are truly, truly unique to your realm.
As Nizul is saying this, Fox realizes what's happening, and he's like, guys, we're in the end of the world. We're in the end of the world.
We are kind of, this was our quest. Quest complete.
It would make sense, but you do not understand our customs and laws. And you look so strange to me. I will have to, and as he's speaking, a guard comes bursting in the door right here.
Oh, darn it.
Damn it.
I wanted
This
to
isn't,
continue
it's not what he
the
looks
conversation.
like, but we'll just use him for representation. Yo, 1,000 pardons, sir. They're here. What do you mean, they're here? Speak, soldier, what do you mean? The delegation from Arodam, sir. They're here. What? The Jarl has this instantly puzzled look on his face. Go! Go away! Bring them to me! Guards! Unchain these prisoners. Yes. But stay, so you may see what I speak of.
All hail Jarl!
So he unchains you guys, and he goes back to his throne.
He's a little
Just
drunk.
does a little cartwheel, a little backflip.
They clearly drink a lot in the domain.
Backflips. All right, you guys can position yourself anywhere in the hall. He requested, I don't know if it's to this, but he requested you stand to the sides in the audience chambers.
Guys, king with a brother that looks the same and a scar on his face. Do you think there's a son named Simba?
I do.
All right. I've got something in mind.
I don't get it.
You're not familiar with the
Nizul's
Lion
too
King.
old.
That went over my
Story
head.
time.
So his brother,
I'm going where Dronoxus is.
okay.
So just put me right next to you. Oh,
Okay, I'll be kicking it.
I need
against
a
the wall over
bodyguard.
here.
I tend to do that a little.
You
He's my
move
meat shield.
me next to, actually put myself here.
Okay,
Yeah, use me as a
Bushi
body shield.
here.
push you out front. And Suki. That's so cool.
Thank you so much.
All right, you realize too that landing not only here but in the back of the hall too are these women dressed
Oh,
like this, and you can tell that that is
I want to move here permanently.
I do. Like this place.
each one's pretty tall, and you can tell that they are like solid 210 of muscle.
Wow.
Like there is not an ounce of fat on them, and they're all identical. They're all wearing these winged helms, and all are carrying a spear. And you didn't realize them until you were that close. So
And where are they?
they're lining the edge back here.
Okay.
I
They're
lean over
lining the
to-
edges here.
I lean to the nearest one and I say, "Hey, how's it going?"
She doesn't even look.
Damn. I snicker.
I try one more time with a. Do you come here often?
They're spear in hand sheath
Cool. I can take a hit.
and back. So out from the other side of the door enters three, what Nizul knows as Koltar.
Oh.
And well,
You know
they've
what? There's bases for those
Oh, there are?
in the
Oh.
box. Yeah. Oh well.
been- yeah, the camera can see it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
Boom.
actually a good technique.
So in front of you are three creatures that look like this.
Whoa.
So they're this color kind of they vary from green to orange in skin tone, and you realize that all of them are these marks. So the one in the front is all blue, going up his face, his arms, and he's wearing like a cloak. Very simple, very basic. And the two in the back are red. And these dudes are big. These are big, like almost 7 feet.
Bigger than.
Yeah. Like 7 feet, 280 muscle.
Whoa.
Like roided out.
You're only 260. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's upsetting.
So on this one is a bow strapped across his back. This one has 2 axes, also sitting at his back with the handles out. And then this one, you realize, is carrying what literally looks like a stick, like a short staff that's maybe about this long, tucked into his belt. And as they come in, the two in the back are holding a banner, and the banner is just a red handprint on a black field.
Whoa.
So think White Hand of Sauron,
Right.
but it's red.
Okay.
So as they come in, the room instantly is quiet. You could hear a pin drop in here.
I would like to make a perception check to see if the stick on the gentleman's hip, who's in the front, is a wand.
Okay.
Maybe.
And I'm going to ask a backup time of it.
Okay.
Because as I went by that table, was I able to grab anything? Or was that opportunity not present?
You could try.
I'm not doing it. No,
I'm not going to stop you.
no I thought better of it.
As I try to perceive what is on this gentleman's hip, my eyes wander to other things, and I just start to not care about it because that's how bad my roll was.
All right. Even with your bad roll, you can realize it's pretty plain looking.
Okay.
There's nothing. There's no runes etched into it. There's nothing that stands out about it. It simply just looks like almost like a billy club. So as they walk in, like I said, the room instantly is quiet. You can hear a pin drop now, and Jarl stands up. It has been some time since we've had a delegation from Aerodam. What can I ask of you? Why are you here? And this guy in the front. Oh, mighty Jarl. I expected this place to be more impressive. I'm almost insulted by its plainness. He kind of looks around. You know why I'm here, great Jarl. The red sun has risen. The council has deemed it necessary. And you see Jarl kind of shift a little bit and stands up. Stop with your riddles, Kultar scum, and speak. What are you here for? And from his robe, you see him reach his hand into his robe, and he pulls out 2 flowers. You guys make a perception check.
It's one red and one blue.
No, one is black and one is white.
Oh, darn it.
Got a 16.
Again, looking for a 15.
20.
18.
Okay. You realize they're lotuses.
Oh,
You realize in his hand is a black lotus and a white lotus.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Oh boy.
The council has brought me a gift for you, great Jarl. Many generations has it been since we've had a proper fight, and long have we thought of conquest of this filthy land. The wastelands bore us, and we come with the only question: what will it be? So Jarl steps down off his throne and kind of steps closer and stops at about here. I've had generations of Norwood lost to your type, and I have long waited for the opportunity to mount your filthy heads on my walls.
Shit's gonna go down.
And in
What a time to get here. I gotta say.
in impressively quick reflexes, the Jarl takes a step forward and brandishes a knife and cuts off his hands.
Jeez, both of them?
Both of them.
Shit!
So the flowers drop to the floor, and you see this like look of pure shock in this guy as he just got both of his hands sliced off.
I do the classical. Oh!
Where is the bureaucracy in this man?
And at this motion, the Valkyries that sit on the lions here
Oh.
that guard instantly pull their spears and just skewer these guys in the back.
This is Sparta!
So as these guys die,
never bring this guy flowers.
I'm writing that down.
you will pay for this. The council will not have it. And he looks dead in his eyes and goes, "No, but they'll have your head." And cuts his head off.
Jesus!
So this guy's gone.
Wow.
So as all of this happens, what's your guys' reaction?
My knees are are like shaking together.
Fox is like, yeah, that's how I would have done it. Yep, spot on,
Yeah.
on point.
Jonox is just slowly.
Sugi's a little turned on.
So as he's looking down at the hands that are still clutching the lotuses, he stomps on both of them and turns and walks back. And as he's walking back, brother, grab the commander. We have plans to make. You lot! I have not yet decided your fate, for you have still broken laws held sacred in this land. But I do understand you are strangers. I will take the night to think on what to do with you, but you shall be guests here. My brother will see that you are well fed, and any questions that you have, please speak to him. He's not only my brother, he is our advisor, and our most trusted historian here. Now come,
What's your brother's name again?
Mariel.
Mariel. Mariel.
Writing that down. Mario. And Jarl.
Yeah,
Jarl or Jarl?
Jarl.
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 but
Spelled with a J.
Yeah.
Pronounce-
Brother.
Jarl.
I'll call him Jarl.
Jarl.
You might
I
get
can
one,
I just learned how to pronounce your name. For God's sake.
So he nods to his brother. Brother, see that they are kept well, and exits out a door here. And you realize that in this conversation, the Valkyries have come and dragged the bodies away.
I look over at Suki and I say, Suki, maybe you should ask Mariel about this whole debacle, seeing as how you're probably one of the nicest out of
And
all
most
of us.
pleasant.
And probably, you know, you got that thing where he likes what you look like, so
That thing. No matter
I
what
think
you
you're
look
right,
like.
Fox. I think you're right.
Hey, and try to get our stuff back.
I'll try. Marielle,
Yes,
I might ask you a question.
please.
He's already charmed. Look.
How did you get so handsome?
oh, it's a good start. It's a good start.
You seem kind of blushing. Well, I guess you could say I was born this way. I was always a more handsome brother, even without the eye. I think it makes me look intimidating, fearsome.
Dashing even.
Thank you.
You are quite welcome.
Is there any way that we could perhaps get some of our items back?
No. Not until my brother has decided your fate.
Fail.
Ask him about the flowers.
Can I make a perception check to find out more about the flowers? Is
Yeah,
that-
or you can, yeah,
Or
or you
can
can
I
ask
just
him.
ask
You
you?
can ask him. Yeah.
What's the deal with the flowers?
Oh, guess I imagine that entire encounter seemed oddly strange if you don't understand Kultar customs.
And just a wee bit bloody.
He starts laughing because he thinks about it. Oh, yes. Well, that is a Kultar tradition. The government is set up in a sense of a council of 5, and as you may or may not know about the Kultar, there is only blue and red, or Kul and the Tar. And as the council changes members, that dictates the flow of the society. So when a council has 5 Tars on it, society is more civil, peaceful, economic, relaxed. But as Kul members arrive onto the council, the need for blood and war becomes stronger and stronger. The mention of a red sun states that the summoning council is at 5 Kuls, which means they are ready for full-scale invasion. Now, normally, they've only attacked the wastelands in the past and have kept our lands out of their reach. Many generations ago, long before my father's father was a child, the Kultar did try and invade this land, and they did not succeed. But it did cost us dearly. So, it is odd that they seem so aggressive and so ready to attack since it's been so long. I will need to read more on this, the details of our last encounter, but I do know that it cost both sides greatly and did shape both our cultures for times and times to come. So, the flowers are the symbolic gesture that they offer whoever they are to invade. The black lotus represents war, and the white lotus represents surrender. So if my brother had taken the White Lotus, it would state that he gave up. And that is not my brother, and that is not my family. The Black Lotus is what is given in return. And since the poison nature of Black Lotus is well known, it is meant as a threat. So that is why they present to you a black or white lotus. That is also why I believe my brother cut off his hands and chopped his head off.
Effortlessly.
Yeah. Because
Well.
that is the nature of my brother.
Mighty Lord, I will say, though, you are in the presence of very capable adventurers. So if you have any need of our services, I'm sure we are willing to assist you in this war to come. Please keep that in mind
We'll
as
pass.
you decide our fate.
I will pass this information on to my brother, as I know he will consult me on what to do.
I do
With you all.
appreciate that.
Oh, I just had an idea.
Speak.
We could dress him up like one of them and then infiltrate their camps and slaughter all of their lieutenants and their general.
Thanatos just shakes his head.
All right, bad idea. Mariel, have you always been the cool-headed one? And if so, how did you get the scar?
Whoa.
Well, yes. So he points to a wall. You realize on the wall is this map. And he points, this is the domain. And just so you have some understanding of where you are, as I imagine, while all of this is confusing, it also probably doesn't help that you have no idea where you are. So he points and he says, we found you off this shore here, and we are located here. So it was some days that you all were very tired from your clearly disastrous trip here. Aerodam is located here on the bay in what is called the Red Sea. It's desert for as long and as far as the eyes can see.
He's a poet.
Yes, I am.
He is a wonder with words.
Why invasion has been so difficult for the Koltar and why they often decide not to come is you'll realize the great chain, or the mountains, that block our two lands. So often wars have engaged in the wastelands, and they are as such as, well, we are responsible also. The Koltar have wreaked great havoc on that area. So, while invasion of their camps would be genius, and a tactic we will consider, it would also be nigh impossible to do it so easily. But come, you must be hungry.
Famished, actually.
We'll set up a feast in rooms, and we'll reconvene in the morning.
Splendid.
Indeed, a wise choice.
Anything else?
I'm good.
This guy's really fucking charming.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really, really, really like this guy. So, but no magic?
No.
But like, just like,
Weeny bit of magic.
Just a
like,
little
like
bit.
when your parents aren't looking and you think you're behind closed doors and you want to just do like a little teeny.
There are rare acceptances to this rule, and there will be acceptances that I will speak with my brother about.
Ah.
But come, sleep, eat, and as I said, your fate will be decided in the morning.
Let us feast.
What's for dinner?
Whatever you would like. That's the beauty of living in the palace.
I like this guy already.
Splendid. I hope they have plum pie.
If this guy ever throws a mutiny, I'm so on board.
All right.
Cool.
Anything else?
Break time?
Break time.
Awesome.
Break time.
Cool.
All right. Cool, cool, cool. So 5-minute break?
5-minute break.
5-minute breaker.
Get set up.
Nice.
Nicely done, Mac.
Yeah,
Thank
nicely
you.
done.
Sweet.
Dude, good hook, man.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, dude.
in my head, like the entire time
Drops
you were
it like
going,
20 right out of the gate.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you're bringing us into this. There's like a hook. There's interest. There's intrigue, and I'm like,
Oh,
is
yeah.
he sure he's never done this before?
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
Psych. Sleeper DMs.
Seriously. Seriously. All right.
Amazing.
Good job, Mac. Seriously, great job, man. I don't think I've ever hooked anyone as that good as DM. That was really good.
Thank you.
Great job.
I was immediately interested in everything.
I had both. I'm doing both.
Jeez.
What?
Are you drinking water?
Dude,
That's right.
She's my caretaker.
Hydrate.
Yes.
Alright, I'm making
Um,
an angrier
do you wanna get-
orchard.
Faces?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Have you
wait,
ever
wait.
had it?
Oh, you want
Have
to
you
hear
ever
it?
had it? What would you like some?
Anything?
So it's basically
Sometimes hops. My like all
You
black
take
here.
it
in it.
out.
Are all
Cider.
fleshy.
Yeah.
Like I
Prefer
noticed it
wheat
right
and
away.
angry orchard
That
wine.
it's
You
really
drink the
bad,
entire
but it doesn't
neck,
itch or anything.
No.
and then you fill the rest up.
Steve, what's the
Thing.
Whiskey, Irish whiskey.
It happens sometimes.
Okay. I
It's
was
like really
like,
hoppy years. It
I
happens.
was like, oh shit, is he having an allergic
Just-
reaction? I just didn't want you to go anaphylactic on me. You know?
Oh, no,
It's
no.
like-
No, the only thing that'll do that to me is like chocolate. Chocolate? Chocolate?
Alright, drink your neck. Cheers first.
Cheers.
Just trying to get your attention. So you're not pointing at it. Oh,
It's called an angry orchard. I had tons of scotch. Well, let's see what else we got here.
Is it empty?
It is. Do you have any other whiskeys or any other cinnamon whiskey? I can add cinnamon whiskey every time. Let's give it a try.
How long was that? 46. 46? Perfect. Perfect! You get some fresh air.
Nice.
Cinnamon whiskey or apple stuff can't be bad, right?
No, they'll taste like,
That's what I usually do.
they'll do like a hot tamale.
It's like apple pie.
You guys are telling me we're saying all things right now that I think are disgusting.
Oh.
So.
Ooh, never mind.
we're trying to get better, but it's all bad.
Well,
You think apple pie is disgusting?
Ow.
No, I'm not worried about it.
I think we're off to a great start. I think it's great. Like it.
I'm digging it.
I'm loving it already.
I really like the back.
You're nervous. You can tell you're nervous a little bit, but you're getting better. Like as the session was going on, you were getting a lot better.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Seriously. Not
Appreciate
joking
it.
around. You're doing a great job. I don't just fucking throw around compliments either. You know me.
Not about that life.
Yeah. How you feeling, Steve? You look drunk.
My cup has to be empty.
Do you want me to fill it for you? I would love to fill it for you if you'd like. Sure. What would you like?
Just go ahead and put a 2 Coors Light.
2 Coors Lights? You've got it.
What? Don't shut down the tail, Cordy. Grab her pants.
DJ Dillashaw.
That's a nice picture. The juniors made Jonah Giselle tap. New champions, 2 new champions.
Nice.
Enjoy.
Gracias.
No, thank you for opening up your home to us.
Yes, thank you.
To a fellow druid, and you're using my miniature. Kill
It's
him!
so pretty.
No,
Wow.
that is Cheetah.
A wise choice. Should I just like, I should only let lightning and ice speak in League of Legends words.
And we can like.
Looks so good.
What? somewhere and I can't find it now.
There's one on top of the grill, on the barbecue. The stainless steel barbecue on the very top, there's a lighter.
Alright, found mine. Found mine.
It was so funny. I remember earlier one. You can do ask me for the password for our Wi-Fi. I'm broadcasting it live.
I love the store and I love all the art.
Thank you.
Yeah, and all your voices.
Thank you.
Somehow we gotta figure out how to get that art on camera.
Yeah, how do you do that?
Edit it in.
Or just take it and turn it towards the camera. Show them.
Like show them.
Show them,
Show the
and then
camera.
turn it and put it right behind your map. And Mike can zoom in on it.
Okay. Yeah, put it like right here. Put like room pencils.
Or, yeah, anywhere back there.
Okay.
Even in front of the box, or just, you know, you show it.
Oh,
and
then
put it like that for a minute or
cheat
two,
it out.
and then take it away.
Okay,
Because they'll be able to see it.
for sure.
I'm trying to move without pissing her off.
He's gonna bite you.
I know. Not that I'm worried about it, but I'm just trying not to piss her off. Might have been a dose on that fight. Maybe.
Matt has to do that. Yep. He's not coming out.
Are you gonna tell him? Keep it fuck quiet. We're gonna take a 15-minute break here. Let's go.
I don't like long breaks. Crack through it, let's go.
These guys moving. Hey, go grab everybody. It's been 7 minutes.
Oh, crap, okay.
Tell them they can smoke and kill themselves later.
Alright. It's time, it's been 7 minutes. Okay. We're getting 7 back, over 7 minutes.
Yeah. Let's get it on.
Funny, I didn't do that, but it's funny. Got all their puzzles.
And we're back.
Alright. You lost your ball.
He's got another one, no worries. That's gonna come running in a minute. I hear it's tomorrow.
All right.
Who had Cody Garbrandt tonight? Anyone?
Huh? Oh, sorry, was it?
UFC.
I'm not a. Oh, it's like the big fights, but not a. Every day.
Is the main event already go off?
It has not. Or they haven't.
You get new glasses again?
I did.
They're nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Urinate and then minute.
No, no, it's been over 8 minutes.
We're on a serious time schedule.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to not streaming?
But we are.
But we
You
are.
can't
Not.
Stream on 3 platforms at once.
Yeah. This will actually be on the stream. This whole break.
But there's so much pressure.
I know. So much pressure.
So much. You don't see anything.
I see all of it. I see everything and I remember it.
That was so funny when you were interacting
Better?
with Mario.
I know.
That was good. That was great. Oh yeah.
Never mind.
No.
I'll turn it at the camera.
Okay.
Don't bother. It can't, it's Washington.
I can do a
What?
like if I'm in chat tomorrow or something, I can do like a
Here are the
like a Google Drive or a
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Doc and
That'd
just
be
be like,
sweet.
check this for images.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Very
that one
cool.
I'll save it on my computer. So.
Excellent.
Either that or you're gonna have to put that shit up. Is there a legal use of somebody else's?
Yeah, exactly. Fair use.
Public domain. I'm up in the public domain.
Awesome, awesome. Well, as soon as Gary's done, we can get back started on this. Ooh, yeah. All right, I gotta get back in character here.
Think about that all
Yeah,
day.
exactly.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Your hair up.
Here we
There
go.
it is,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Don't forget your purse.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's empty. It's an empty satchel. I refuse to have an empty satchel.
Yeah, what's up with you and your satchel, bro?
Hey,
Maybe
don't touch
you
my
should
satchel.
remember your compact.
Also, too, did you
I'm gonna have one of those.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give it.
did you ask where your dice were in character?
Yeah.
I wear a dice. I have a little dice.
Around his neck?
Yes, yes. It's a little orange polyhedron die.
That's not weird at all.
Hey, shut up. All right.
All right.
Yeah, get it. We're all waiting on me.
Yeah. Look at these muscles.
Stop. I'm just lucky Rico didn't wear a tank. Rico's making me look good over there.
All right, sweet. All right, so you enjoy your feast and your revelries,
And my plum pie.
and your plum pie, your whatever you want, you name it.
Very filling.
It's nice. It's good to be the king, right?
Yes.
So you guys wake up in the morning, and before you guys departed the night before, Marielle tells you to meet in the throne room at first light. So first light comes, you awaken, you come down into the throne room, and it's just Marielle and Jarl. You realize none of the guards are there, and he sits you down and I spoke with my brother. And he speaks highly of you.
You're welcome.
Good job.
Good judge of character, I can see this king.
Yes.
But
Oh shit! Here's always a but.
magic is still a very punishable offense in my realm. But
There's always a second but.
you're also strangers. So I spoke with my brother, and we have come up with a solution. Magic is only permitted in very, very special occasions. And I would say that the events that unfolded yesterday count as special occasions. So, if you can pass our trial of the hero,
Oh, no.
It's always a trial. Can't tell you how many trials I've been through.
you will serve as my personal escort.
Oh, what kind of escort?
I will send you on missions I deem highly important. Things that I know need to get done. And if you prove yourselves in these trials, I will know you'll be competent enough to handle what I throw at you. Now, there are 3 keys to a Nord warrior: mind, logic, and might. If you can master these 3 trials, I would be honored to have you serve with me. So he points you to another door on the other side of the throne room. Come, follow. So you guys are going down these really steep stairs, really steep. Boop, 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 boop. You go down.
Question. Sorry
Yes.
to interrupt you.
No, you're
How
fine.
does Mariel walk?
Mario walks like a man,
Talks like a man?
fights like a man, drinks like a man.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I knew it was coming.
Oh.
So he is the tail end of the group, and Jarl walks you down these staircases. And you realize as you're going kind of deeper and deeper down, the air gets a little wet, it's colder, and you guys realize you're in a giant cavern, caves underneath the Great Hall. So place your miniatures. So this is the entranceway right here, the end of the stairs. So place your miniatures anywhere in here.
Someone's gonna have to assist me here.
Fox,
Yeah.
please assist.
Yeah, it's a bit of a.
Am I going first then?
Yeah, there we go.
I am going first. Why am I always the one who goes first?
I'm okay with that.
No, Dronoxus is by far the buffest.
But there's
I get suckered into this every time.
But you wear tank tops.
and there's
All right,
3
fair
of you.
enough.
I'm definitely hiding behind the meat shields
Sure. Okay.
because I am the squishy.
Dronoxus, can I
Front
put
center.
you?
Yeah.
Of course.
I like him. Yes, perfect.
As
Bushi
long as
in between you and danger, as a
yes,
protective cat does.
I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
And there's the mighty Bushi.
Fantastic. Remember, mind, logic, and might.
Might. We already know what number 3 is going to.
Yeah.
So as he takes a step backwards, an iron gate
Wow.
shuts.
I look at my satchel. Is it full of my goodies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody has all their equipment.
Oh, nice.
You guys are all restocked.
Nizul, I'm so glad you brought your purse.
We've talked about this, Suki. Satchel. Remember that satchel.
So he gives you a nod and walks back up the stairs.
All right.
Behind the portcullis,
Yeah.
like we can do anything about it.
So what?
Cool, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Good
So-
looking out.
What does this chamber look like?
So it looks like this. So it's just walls, the portcullis, and there's a door on the end.
Walls, portcullis behind
yeah.
us.
Yeah, behind us. So this is closed off.
Okay. And then
Trapped in, and you can tell that the only way out is through this door.
Are there fountains?
Yes.
Okay.
They're not green. They're clear.
They're clear fountains.
Yes.
Do they kind of like spill in each other, kind of like the map is set up?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a strange energy or glow, or is it just very mundane and shadow-like?
Very mundane and shadow-like.
I'm afraid to move.
There's torches, so you can see pretty well
Okay.
around the edges.
And the door. What does the door look like if we were just from this distance?
From this distance, it just looks like a door.
Like a wooden door, metal door, stone door?
Stone,
Stone.
and you realize that there are 2 locks, 2 mechanisms like this that look like it's holding it in place.
I wonder if this is a logic moment, a mind moment, or a might moment.
Correct. Do I see Uriel or Marielle still walking up the stairs?
They're gone.
They're gone. I should have asked him if it was chronological. Fuck. Well, here we go.
All right.
Who wants to go first?
Which one of us, because we've adventured together, sees and can perceive things the best?
Well,
yeah.
I'm not very perceptive.
I'm
my
okay.
friends.
I'm a 2. This is a metagame, but we would know this.
I'm a 3.
A 3.
3 as well.
Okay. So, because we might want to just see any extra details we can see with a perception check, maybe.
Okay.
You guys want to do that?
We can
If
both go, or
that's
how
okay.
we do
if
one?
that-
Yep, absolutely.
Both of us, and then the highest one, or
Sure, you guys will both make it.
Come on, roll it. We need more clues.
come on.
That's not bad.
16.
16.
Okay.
Oh.
So you guys realize that on the top of the door and the bottom of the door, there's writing.
I would like to make a perception check if I can see what type of language the writing is in.
Well, you
Your
see
vision
it.
goes out.
Leave it to logic. I got this.
You can read it. You realize it's close enough to common
Oh.
that you can interpret it. It's kind of like English and English. You can read it, but there's words that are a little different, and maybe grammar and
Like
structure is a little
non-American English?
Yeah,
Like original English?
yeah, like real English.
Like OG English?
Yeah,
I don't know.
English
I'll
American
second
English.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what do the words say?
So the top says this:
Shit. Fucking puzzle.
Yeah.
I can sometimes be seen on a rod, but I'm not a fish. I can be forked, but I'm not a tongue. I'm bright, but I'm not a sun. I'm seen during a storm, but I'm not a cloud.
Let's give it one more go because I can't write that down as fast as you're talking about it.
I can sometimes be seen on a rod, sometimes be seen on a rod, but I'm not a fish. I can be forked, but I'm not a tongue. I'm bright, but I'm not the sun. I'm seen during a storm, but I'm not a cloud.
Got it.
I'll handle this. And I go up to the door, move up to it, and speak the word lightning. Yes. Yeah, baby! Woo!
So one lock moves.
One!
That's it?
You still have the bottom lock.
Oh.
You realize that on the bottom is another.
Well, then I just brush around,
Yeah.
turn around. My work is done.
Fox is like, just like Nizul, never seals the deal.
I never said I was a closer.
So
Alright.
the second inscription reads this: What can run but never walks, has a mouth but never talks, has a head but never weeps, has a bed but never sleeps.
You're gonna have to read that again.
Yeah.
What can run but never walks, has a mouth but never talks, has a head but never weeps, has a bed but never sleeps.
That one's difficult.
Again.
What can run but never walks, has a mouth but never talks, has a head but never weeps, has a bed but never sleeps.
Jeez. Can run but never walks.
Again.
What can run but never walks, has a mouth but never talks, has a head but never weeps, has a bed but never sleeps.
So what has a head, a mouth,
No.
a head, a mouth, a bed, and
Riverbed, yeah. All right. I go up to the door again and say the word river.
Yes.
guys, it totally pays to
Yeah.
have a full geezer.
Yeah! Woo!
Done, well done.
Legend food.
You know what? I believe first try on both of those does deserve a legend.
Woo!
Brava.
Yes, indeed.
Bam!
So as the locks, the door slides down, and it opens up into a chamber that looks similar to this.
I'm exhausted.
So you guys go through the door.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll go through the door.
Okay, so you find yourself in an identical chamber.
Oh boy.
We're back over here again.
More
Yeah.
puzzles.
Yeah. Is there a door again that's
What's
locked?
up but not
there's-
down?
There's a door that's locked, and there's a barrel right there.
Oh, I got this.
Oh, I already got those
Okay.
in.
And on the barrel is a mound of dirt.
On the barrel?
On the barrel.
On top of it?
Yeah, it's a big old pile of dirt.
Okay.
Barrel, mound of dirt. Okay, and I look at the door. Does
Okay.
the door say anything?
No.
Does the barrel say anything?
It's a mimic.
There is.
Wait, why am I in front?
Because you're wise.
Yeah, that here's wisdom right here.
Give me a perception check. Looking for a 15.
I got a 16.
Okay.
Got it.
So on the wall
Oh,
is this painting.
Ah.
oh boy.
It is a tree where there is a reflection of the tree in in water at the base of the tree. The reflection reflects half of a tree that is dead and dying in winter, and half of a tree that is in what appears to be autumn or fall. Above the reflection, there is a tree that is whole, and it looks like it's a springtime tree.
I think we do have 4 seasons here.
1, 2, 3, 4 seasons.
Yes, Fox, I agree.
Yep.
I think we have 4 seasons, yes. Now what does that mean? And then we have a barrel with a mound of dirt on
It's
it.
like that. It's a barrel of dirt.
A barrel
A
of
barrel of
Oh,
dirt.
so
Oh.
there's no
All
lid
the
on
way
it.
filled
Yeah, there's no
through
lid on
the
it. Yeah,
There's no
barrel.
lid. Okay.
I would
barrel
like
filled with dirt?
Filled.
Yeah.
Filled with
So
dirt.
filled.
I would like to suggest to Gernoxus that he walk up to the barrel and see what's inside the dirt.
Sounds good. So I can just move over there and look in it, right?
Yeah. So, what do you do when you walk up to the barrel?
Slowly walks over to the barrel, peers inside of it. Doesn't seem like anything's dangerous, so puts both hands inside the barrel and starts digging through the sand.
Okay. So as you're digging through, top maybe fourth of it is all soil. And as your hands go through, you grab something. It's small, and you pull it out, and it's a seed. The seed is painted with the 4 seasons.
Okay.
So it's green, red, brown, blue.
Water it. No. Just kidding.
No?
Or maybe.
I mean, I think first instinct,
That sounds
right?
good.
Yeah, there's water in the chamber.
There's
Now,
water.
now the
is?
question is, do we
There
plant,
is water in
do
the
we
chamber?
plant
Yeah,
the
there's a
seed?
fountain right here.
Do we plant the seed in the dirt and take the water to it, or do we put the seed in the water?
Yeah.
Do
Janach just looks at you. Do you think I can't carry this barrel?
Well, I know, Dronoxus, because that would be stupid of me, and I'm not dumb. You just do your thing, bro.
Dude, legend point for that.
Yes. Well played. Oh man.
All right, so where are you carrying that barrel?
So what's the shape of the fountain? Is it at your feet or
It's
what-
like waist high.
waist high?
Yeah, it just flows down into smaller kind of chambers.
So he picks up the barrel, carries it over easily
Okay.
to this fountain, and dunks it right inside. The bottom of the barrel weighs down to the bottom of the fountain, and water starts going into it.
So you put it down, but you realize it's not that deep. So you set
Okay.
it in, and it kind of just like halfway. So the barrel's wet, but not the dirt.
I'll get inside the fountain and hold it down myself.
Okay. So as the water kind of springs in to the thing, you kind of feel a little vibration in the barrel, and a little sprout
Yeah.
comes out of the barrel.
Yes.
Nice.
Well done. High fives. High fives. High fives. Yeah.
Look at the strongest dude in the group just making logic.
I know. Well played.
Brains are
Ching.
bronze.
Mind, logic. Uh-oh. Might.
Fox is starting to kind of
Hold on.
sob about how unimportant he is.
I would like to cast a boon
Okay.
right now. I'm going to cast invisibility,
All right.
and if I fail, I'm going to do it again
Okay.
until I do it.
So you're invisible.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So barrel has a little baby tiny sprout. That's it. Door's still closed.
Oh, door's still closed.
You didn't hear anything.
Is there more water in the chamber?
Mhm.
Another well?
It's just this well.
Just this one well.
So, we've somehow made this seed sprout, which would represent the season of spring, I'm sure. So how do we replicate the seasons of fall and winter, and like I can cast frost spells.
Yeah.
I can cast
Oh.
like heat spells in order
Right.
to get it to wither, but is this the right course of action that we need to take, right? What do we think we need to do? Do we need to
I was with you on that. I was thinking someone
somehow get
brings
that
fire,
thing
brings
to,
yeah,
Okay, it's because we've already added one element, which is
right, water, exactly. So you need
So
fire.
let's maybe add some fire. Okay, so
Don't kill it.
maybe that's last then.
Yeah.
Shoot.
It needs to be
Do you have
winter
frost as
last though, because it's gonna wither away at the end.
Well, it should probably come in the order of the seasons, correct?
Yeah,
Right.
So what comes
Spring,
after
summer.
spring? Summer.
summer.
Okay, so it's got to be a little.
So we'll
it's gotta
end
be a
with,
little
we'll end
warm.
with ice. We'll end with
Okay.
ice. Yeah.
So Fox is gonna kind of warm his hands together, breathe in them. Let's warm up this place. And he starts exuding like a fiery type of aura around him. He lights himself on fire,
All right.
and he's trying to heat up the room.
Okay. So as that happens, the sprout shakes,
Nice.
blossoms out more.
Nice.
All right.
They're like a beanstalk kind of shape.
Okay.
All right. We need wind for the fall.
Wind for the
Wind?
fall. Wind for the fall.
Yeah, I gotta say, we're some smart. There's some IQ points. Here.
Suki, can you control the elements in any way, shape, or form? Bring some wind to the table? Or, I don't know, what else besides wind is in the fall?
Yeah, you should. Yeah, because you have energy, right?
I do have energy.
Energy is
Okay.
all the elements, so you can do wind.
Suki is gonna make it very windy in here.
Alright.
Hopefully. Roll for this.
I didn't roll for mine, so I
Alright.
think maybe just describe the spell.
So-
Yeah, describe it. Yeah.
DM
Yeah,
choice.
describe, because you could roll, but you're going to get it eventually.
Suki goes
so.
into a trance-like state, and she's rocking back and forth. She's moving her hands, and all of a sudden, this huge wind tunnel just appears, and it goes over the barrel.
All right.
It starts getting so strong that Jornoxus starts holding it down even.
Nice.
So as that's happening, right, the wind, you see the sprout kind of starts to turn to a little tree, and then all the leaves blow off.
Nice.
The trees, so now it's grown more, so now it's like a little mini baby tree,
Cool.
but the leaves are gone.
Nice.
All right,
Now
Mizul,
it's time
seal
to-
the deal.
Azul, do you have any ice cubes in your purse?
Someone's
Yeah,
frosted.
Jornoxus
They melt
That
up.
was
I don't do elements.
sure. Okay. All right. So I guess at that point
What
it's
about one of your companions?
it's
Is
up to Ice. Ice
Yeah.
Ooh, here he goes.
kind of does a ninja.
Oh.
Yes.
And
Nice.
blows, and
Yeah.
just cold wind just comes out, kind of like Supergirl's cold breath over
Dig it.
the.
So as it wafts over the tree, you see the tree shake, and then descend back into the barrel, and then a lock sound.
All right.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
Boom.
We are the adventure.
I'll give you a high five. Too.
Yes.
Yeah.
one.
All right, so the door opens,
Uh-oh. Here comes some mic time.
Yes.
and you guys go through. Again, identical chamber. So you come through, except now there's no door. But you do see a gate right here.
Is there a
Okay.
barrel?
Yeah, I get that barrel out of there. Okay.
Oh.
Mm.
Is that a Minotaur?
If
Oh, I guess
if
that's
it
his
is a
perception.
minotaur, does it have a giant penis that I can cut off?
Your
Wear it
Highness.
around
Only,
Wear it around
Quest,
your
brother.
neck.
only if it's for the quest, brother.
For the quest.
I'm gonna go.
Anything for the quest.
Fuck no.
Be right back. Be right back. Sorry.
No, you're good.
He's been imprisoned.
Yeah.
That's a lot of guys. It's a lot of things.
Is Nizul still invisible?
Yeah, is that a...
I don't know. Did he keep it persistent?
I don't. I
He
didn't
went
hear him say he
invisible
was going
last
to keep
level.
it persistent.
I didn't either.
Okay. Go ahead and describe the room for us while.
Yeah. So it's an identical chamber. You realize now that this water is kind of dirty looking, and through the torchlight, you see 4 humanoid creatures kind of standing. They're all pretty bulky, and at the front is this guy.
Who just keeps this dude laying around?
Yeah.
Like
No.
pocket mage, pocket warrior of some sort. Is there a dragon in the background, or is
There's
it
no
just
dragon.
Like a
That's
dojo?
just how he looks.
That's just
Okay.
the
All
artwork.
Alright.
right, that's good to know.
Surprise! The dragon fills the
Wait,
chamber.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like the guy on the left.
Yeah, so this guy here is this guy. And as he hears the door open, he turns. And you can't see, all you see is this, right? So you just see him in armor, and all you see is the glow of his eyes. No blood for me. You will not pass this trial. You will not deny me my birthrights. And he whips out this giant, like, 2-handed axe he's holding in one hand. And in this, you will see what true magic is like. And he slams it against the wall, and boom, a burst comes out. So, initiative.
Initiative! Oh boy. 9.
What?
There we go.
Oh, man,
Explodo.
21. Oh, shit, I didn't think of that.
Exploder, exploder, exploder.
Nice.
Got explosions everywhere.
Oh.
Oh, another one.
What?
Nice.
26 for me.
26. Next highest.
What
I
are you
have
at?
21.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guarantee I'm not the highest. I had a 9.
I also don't want to talk about my initiative.
What was your guys's?
I got a 3.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
9. And I am an invisible.
Okay. All right. So it'll go.
And really squishy.
It'll go Jornoxus, Suki, enemies, Nazul, Fox.
Okay.
Suki's go?
No, it's actually going to be the enemies because they caught you in a surprise round.
Okay.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
So as he lights his axe and slams it against the wall, he releases a blinding light.
Dude.
9 and 8 is 17. So while it is impressive in its flash, you guys are taken aback by it, but you're not phased by it.
Nice.
All right, so Suki, your turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
Come on, Suki.
Okay.
Bring it home, girl.
Get it.
Suki is
Drop some
going
A-bombs.
to
Oh, yeah.
first shapeshift.
Okay.
Oh, I like this. I'm excited.
She's going to shapeshift into an ivory cheetah.
Okay.
Whoa.
What is your like when you're shapeshifting? What are we seeing here? I'm just curious.
All right, so do you know the Sailor Moon animation?
Oh my
Are you
gosh,
very
do I?
familiar with that? So it's very colorful and bright, and she kind of jumps up into the air and she does these little twirls. and
Nice.
it's super
Yeah.
adorable. You see these light flashes, and all of a sudden you see one claw, two claws,
Woo!
and then she's on all fours, and she's an ivory cheetah.
Ooh, like that.
She will approach the handsome devil on the left of me.
She got the, yeah, that's her.
There you go.
Are you going this way?
Yes, thank you. And I believe that's the end of my turn.
You can
Or
attack.
can I attack?
You still have Bushi too.
Yeah, shape changing is
Is your major action.
Yeah.
major action.
Oh, okay.
Correct, yeah. So you still have Bushi.
Bushi feels very uncomfortable being so far away from Suki.
Okay.
So Bushi moves also to the other side of her. Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just for curiosity's sake, I heard that you said you had 4 claws, but what do you look like now after you've shapeshifted?
So I am pure white. I'm a cheetah.
Oh, okay.
I still have my gold eyes.
Ooh, very cool.
And I'm still sexy,
Nice.
in case you were wondering.
Important.
Yes.
Good choices.
Yes. Bushi will maul the handsome devil on the left.
Okay.
So
Yes.
Ta-da.
How, there we
Look at
go.
this. We got a new mini. It's a cheetah. That's sexy right there.
yes.
She wasn't talking shit. All right, come on, Maul. Oh,
Oh.
2 exploders.
Okay, that's good.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah.
17.
17 plus 7, 24.
24. All right, so describe the attack to me. You do 9 points of damage, so
So
you do a decent amount of damage to this guy.
Bushi's extremely hungry, and he kind of looks at this beast. He
some technical issues, but we're back. I'm gonna let Suki finish describing Bushi's attack and the damage that she did, which was 9.
it's a
Which
lot.
is nice.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
So Bushi gets on his hind legs.
Don't cats have 9 lives? Interesting.
Interesting.
Irony? I
very
think not.
interesting. He exposes his claws, and all of a sudden he does 2 big bats up against that handsome devil over there.
Nice.
So you see the claws kind of dig into him and they definitely leave marks. And you can tell he's like, "Arr! Arr!" He starts shaking. But you can tell he's definitely like, "Oh, that hurt."
Bushi nudges Suki, gives her a wink. You guys did that. That was me.
How much did that do? 9?
9 points.
9 points. Are you tracking that, or you want to use coins?
I got coins right there.
Oh, beautiful. Look at those babies right
Yeah.
Foxes on it.
there.
Much running.
Woo! Step back. All right. Under control.
Who's next?
Dronoxus.
Okay, so the Dronoxus notices that there's one that's different that stands out, and he goes to the one that was pretty much talking shit. So he slowly,
That's my boy.
he slowly walks over
Okay.
to essentially just to stand off with this guy,
All right.
and draws his long sword and takes a big swing.
Okay.
Let's do this. I do my.
Nice.
So,
Good
yeah.
roll. Great roll.
26.
Oh!
26. Nice. All right. So you cleave him for 8 points of damage.
Nice.
8.
Good shit.
8.
Yeah. So you can do. So as he like realizes, because he's pretty heavily armored, as you can see, and like that swing definitely like went in and like made a nick into his armor, and definitely like. "Ugh." So he's definitely like kind of taken aback that
Nice.
I hit that strong. You can leave it there. It's fine.
Okay. Cool.
Did that much damage.
Beautiful.
All right, so that's the enemy's turn. So as he takes the hit from you, you can see he's getting all angry in the eyes, and like as you can see, because you can only see this blue, and your lights just start to turn red, and he slams his axe again against the wall, and it just ignites on fire, and he takes a swing at you.
What?
Doop-a-doop-boo-boo.
You kind of asked for it a little bit.
Yeah. You kind of got
And
it.
also, he
you
was
said
talking
the
shit.
wall's on fire?
No, his
No,
axe is on
His
fire.
axe is on fire.
Yeah.
Flaming axe.
So he brings it up in 2 hands, and he just right on top of you.
Yeah. That roll sucks.
I think he
It's
missed.
You're not wrong. A whopping 12 doesn't hit you, does it?
Against
No.
God.
20.
Woo! That's a beefy boy.
Nice.
All right.
That's a big boy.
So he
That's a
sees
big-
you. He
real big
sees you
boy.
swing and immediately brings the long sword up and just.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so as that happens, he just locks eyes. You can tell that didn't make him too happy. All right. And now these guys are. Okay. So this one is going to come. Boom and boom.
Now, do I get an attack of opportunity since he went near me, or is that only for enemies?
The rules on attack of opportunity in open legend are pretty simple. It's when you leave a space that's threatened into a space that's not threatened. So he stayed in your threatened area the whole time, so he's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if he were to vacate that space into an unthreatened space, then yeah, you got a free one on him.
Gotcha.
All right. So he is going to bring down his 2-handed sword.
Keep
He has
blocking, baby.
weapon specialization. It's 2-handed, and he's flanking, so he'll be at advantage 3. So that would be 3 dice 6, correct?
An extra 3 dice 6.
An extra 3 dice 6. So he took 2.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's advantage 3.
It's advantage 3.
Oh, God.
He's rolling 6-sided. And then he keeps the highest 2.
Oh my gosh, why is he rolling that much dice?
I know, it's so terrifying.
Okay.
So remove the lowest ones, because you're keeping the highest 2, right?
Yep. Keep the highest 2.
These all exploded.
These both explode.
All right. Oof. For another 6.
Okay.
So what is that?
So that
18
is
plus
6,
plus
18.
21.
21.
I have a 20 guard.
Okay.
So that does 1 point of damage to me?
No, so Open Legend states that minimum damage is 3.
Okay.
So he does hit you, but it's only for 3 points of
A
damage.
scratch. A mere
Yeah.
flesh wound for you.
Yeah, he just.
Go, Dronoxus.
Love it.
Love it.
All right, and then this one is going to come
Two.
right. Boom, boom,
Shit.
like you guys.
Unacceptable.
And I will do die 4. Odds hits you, evens hits Bushi.
Okay.
So it hits you.
So he had like advantage 4 on that attack.
Advantage 3,
Three.
two-handed weapon specialization, and
Nice.
flanking.
Flank.
Nice.
So that is a 20.
So my guard is 17.
Okay, so there's 3 points of damage.
All right.
Perfect.
Another mere flesh wound.
Yeah.
Shrug it off all day, day.
And then the one in
This is a
front
might test.
will do the same thing. I'll do the same thing. Determine who to hit. Okay, it'll be at Bushi this time.
Oh boy.
Explodo, Explodo. Okay.
These are also Mackenzie's Hero Clicks dice.
Yeah.
He beats me with every time.
Not digging the hero click dice.
So this is 24.
Okay. Bushi's guard is 15.
15? Okay, so that's
No.
9 points of
9.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so as he like goes to make the attack, he sees his friend loop around. So as he makes a swing and misses, he like does a little nod to his friend, and as he looks to swing down to you, he cuts at the last second to go to Bushi, which is what catches Bushi so off guard.
Bushi's hurt.
No.
And Sugi's pissed. Excuse me. What are you guys doing over here?
Hanging out, being
I'm
cool.
just. I'm waiting.
Playing with my satchel.
With your purse? Take that purse off.
It's gonna be a thing, isn't it?
It is.
All right, Nizul, is your go.
Oh, Nizul will go. Yes, indeed. He has a plan. So he'll move forward, about 15 feet straight ahead. Perfect. And that creature in front of him that is flanking Dronaxus, I go in there and open your mind, open your mind, and I just bore into his brain. And actually, I am very talented with feats actually to increase the ability of me to manipulate people's minds, and I can make him see things that aren't there. So what I end up doing is I'm attempting to make that big boss look like Dronaxus. And so he sees him as the
Very
enemy,
cool.
where Dronaxus looks like the big boss, so confuse him.
Very cool.
I also have a feat, which is called, give me a sec here, here it is, Multi-Bane Specialist. Okay, so with
Okay.
that, what I can do is apply 2 Banes at the same time. So what I end up doing is demoralize him as well, in addition to putting a phantasm in his head, if I
Alright.
can hit the hit, if I can hit it.
Okay.
Okay, so this attack is, here we go, I have advantage 1, because I also have attack specialization and influence.
And this will be targeting as resolve.
This will be targeting to resolve.
Okay.
So I also have the feat hallucination. That's why these things are so biting and strong
Okay.
and manipulative. All right, here we go. Oh, not so hot. 14.
Not so great.
Barely.
Yeah!
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so he is now has a phantasm, so he believes that whole thing.
Okay.
It's a Bane though, so he can try to shake it, but he
Okay.
also has the Bane demoralize, so he's at disadvantage 1 on everything he does.
Very good.
Okay,
Very cool.
and that'll be my turn. I remain invisible.
Okay.
Oh, you can do that.
Oh
Oh.
yeah, I use my minor action to sustain my boon.
Yeah. Just stay invisible the whole time.
Oh yes,
That's
that's
not. That's fair and balanced.
that's how I roll.
Fox is about ready to step up to the plate,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Oh, I don't mind.
Fox shifts backwards.
Okay.
Lightning falls on his ass. Ice steps in the middle of Lightning and Fox. So Lightning is going to stick 2 fingers down like this. Go ahead and help me out here. Stick 2 fingers down like that. And Ice is going to stick 2 hands above him like that. Help me out here. And then Fox, two hands split up. He says, as they all entrance all of their energy together, and they form this trifecta of energy that blast outwards. He says, "Super duper normal attack. Nothing special. Go!"
Legend point.
Yeah.
Legend point for that one.
Oh wow, that super duper normal attack is gonna fucking wreak havoc.
It's
Let's
gonna hurt.
roll. All right, let's explode some dice real quick.
Mhm.
This one's for the lightning attack, and this one is for the fox attack. All right, so let's go. 3 attacks total. First attack is gonna be 28.
Okay.
All on the same guy, by the way.
Okay. All the same
main
guy.
dude with the.
And these are all 3 elements, correct? In
Correct.
One. Okay.
Correct, in one go.
Okay.
The trifecta of super normal attack, nothing special.
Okay.
Except a lot of damage.
So the first one's 28. Correct?
The first one is
The lightning is 28.
22 and 6, which is help me out here.
28.
28. And this is against. Sorry, I'm sorry.
This
Guard
is
or
all
toughness?
against guard,
Guard. Okay.
right? Because these are energy attacks.
Yep.
So they're against guard.
So 20 for the first.
28 for the first. Second one is going to be a total of 10. Third one is going to be a total of 22.
22. Okay. So. Okay. So what happens is, as you see the beam kind of forward, because this is the main guy, right?
Mhm.
So as you see the beam, right, all the elements come together, and it hits him, and you could tell that the lightning at first shakes him, and you could see the lightning coursing through his armor, and then the frost kind of just blows over him, and then what happens is you see him shake, and as the fire engulfs him, you see him stop and kind of stand up and almost embrace it.
Uh-oh. No.
Well, guys, it was a good thing that I did a normal attack
And not the heavy duty fire
and not the
attack.
super duper fire attack.
So let me just make sure.
Let's see what happens.
So you hurt him for 6 points of damage.
Wow.
3 of you.
Well, we're not all Bushi and Suki, okay?
You know what? Legend point to Suki.
Yeah!
Loving the role play
That was good.
in between each
That was
turn.
deadpan.
All right, so we're back at top of the order. So Suki.
Okay, well, Suki is still an ivory cheetah,
Mhm.
and she's really upset that you hurt Bushi so bad. So she will do an attack.
Okay,
She's going to attempt to bite the person that's directly in front of her.
sounds good.
Question,
Answer.
is that a flank?
No, if you shift around to the other side, you can totally do that as your move action, and then you could do that.
Can I do a move action? And shift
Of course,
around?
yeah, of course.
Okay,
Who am
thank
I
you.
moving?
That gives you an extra
Suki.
advantage.
one.
Nice
Yes,
job on the
thank
flanking.
you.
Yeah.
To
Thank
the
you
back
so
of
much.
Yeah.
this gentleman?
Yes, please.
So now 2 cats are flanking that poor guy.
Yes, please.
This is gonna be a mall fest.
So you have
Someone's gotta
advantage
do it.
1 already, right?
I have advantage 1 already, so I have advantage 2.
You have advantage 3 because you have that. Since claws are considered 2-handed weapons, 2 one-handed weapons, you get a second advantage, and
She's
since you're fighting,
biting
you get
on fire.
advantage 3.
So it's a claw bite. It's either
Oh, it's
or.
called that. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
so it's advantage 3.
So I'm rolling 4.
You would roll.
I have
what's-
2 dice 6.
So you roll 5 dice.
Yeah.
You get advantage
You're
3.
adding 3 more into
You're adding
it.
3 more dice.
Yep. And you're keeping the highest 2.
Love it.
Yeah.
Here we go. So the highest 2. Here we go.
Can you guys drink for me?
Drink
There
it.
we go. And here we go.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Wow. Super duper normal attack.
Strikes again.
Drinking didn't work.
So you discard the lowest.
Yeah, you keep the highest 2. Yes, discard the lowest 3. Keep the highest 2.
Yeah.
So 11.
Horrible. You guys didn't drink enough.
Clearly.
Well,
And this is
we can
against
get a
toughness,
refill.
right?
Yeah, I do too.
This would be against guard.
Against guard and 11.
Hmm.
Yeah. So as the claws kind of scratch, it's almost like you like retracted your claws as you went in and just kind of like pot at him.
Well, this is her first turn as a cheetah, guys.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
Give her
You're
a
not,
break.
you're not used to your body.
She's
Yeah.
getting used to it.
It's weird instantly turning into a cheetah. I feel
Yes,
that.
it
Yeah.
is.
Took me a second to
It's
get
different.
used to it.
It's different. 1,000 pardons. Maybe Bushi will do better.
Yeah, I hope so, because otherwise he's gonna talk some mad shit here.
I don't talk shit. I mean,
yet.
Fox might talk shit, but I don't talk shit.
All right, so Bushi's a little injured, also very angry,
Okay.
and is kind of annoyed that Suki didn't pull her weight.
Bushi does get that kind of attitude
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. All right, we'll try this again.
All right.
A little better.
Well, 17.
3 ones. Get rid of those. 17.
17
Okay.
against guard.
Yes.
You hit. For 3 damage.
Nice.
But I still hit.
Yeah.
Still hit.
Damage.
Golf clap.
Still hit.
Courtesy clap.
Hey, what are you doing over there with your purse?
Oh, hey.
Oh, we
You
need to
can't
add
see
more,
me.
more damage to the main guy, right?
This is on this guy, I assume.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
For the main guy.
6 more on the
6
main
more
guy.
on this
right,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, and he had 8 before. So
Good
he's at
call,
14.
Xenoxus. Good call.
You're so smart.
So
6 of it?
smart.
6 more would be. Oh, whatever.
So he should be at 14 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he is at 12, correct?
He is currently at 12, correct.
Okay.
All right, who's up?
Dronoxus.
It's showtime.
Sweet. It's showtime.
So the
So
one
he's-
behind you is Charm, so you don't have to worry about that.
Right. I wasn't going to mess with him at all. So, plus that little scratch he gave me
Yeah, exactly.
caused no attention.
So if spending legend points give you an extra advantage 1, or per point you spend, and they also give you a +1 to each die roll. So anytime you want to really throw a wall up, spend the
Okay.
legend points you earned.
That's
Alright.
good to know.
I'm going to spend my legend point. Why not?
Do it, baby. Here we go. This is a
Got
legendary hit.
So I get 1 more, you said?
Yeah, 1 more advantage 1, and then each of those dice get a
Gets
+1.
+1.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's still facing off with the head honcho guy
Yep.
and takes a big swing for his legs.
Okay.
Oh. Whoa. Oh.
Nice.
All right, so you're keeping the highest 2.
I got 1 exploding.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So pull away the 3 lowest. And then you have an exploder. Yeah.
Does the die explode on the +1 or is it only?
No, it
natural?
doesn't cause it to
Only
explode,
natural?
right?
Okay.
Only-
But he has
only
4 dice in there, so he's got a +4 to the total.
Okay. So that's
So 15.
10.
33?
15 plus 14 plus.
29.
Yeah.
And then an extra 4.
Yeah,
An extra
so
4,
33.
33.
Dude.
This is against.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is against guard.
Yeah, it should be, right?
Yeah.
Mine would be.
So that's. Is it how many points?
33.
33. Okay.
Yeah, and he's already hurt, too.
Yeah. So he has 1 hit point left. But describe since that was an exceptional hit, you do get to apply a bane. So
So I'm going to apply knockdown.
okay.
Since I went for his legs.
I like that.
That's right.
So he,
Yeah.
so like I said, Dronoxus pulls back for this huge blow and just goes straight for his knees and just separates his knees from both legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say that you look just as ripped? When you swung like that, I was like, look at those forearms. Jeez.
That form.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So he
Just
is
a clean
knocked
cut,
down,
just-
Oh, dude.
and he is screaming in pain. He's, I'm just.
Who's talking shit now, motherfucker?
Wait till the minion goes and finishes him.
Oh, man.
All right, so it's the enemy's turn. So with his stubby legs and in pure shock, I might not be able to finish you. And you have denied my birthright, but hopefully my friends will finish you off. And he slams his axe with like the last ounce of strength he has into the floor, and this blinding light shoots out again.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So this is
Let's hope he doesn't have enough strength.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think
advantage 3. Ooh, that's interesting.
Just a tidbit right now. Fox Lightning and Ice are all clenching their butts.
Is
I'm
lightning
kinda
still
covering
on
my
the
head.
floor, or-
Indeed,
Okay.
he is.
little better.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Ooh.
Yikes.
All right, so he succeeds. So he has casted Blind Sight across the entire room.
Okay. Blind sight's a boon, so it's a blessing. It's a good thing. So lets us everyone see in the dark. So it's not. There is a bane I think called blind. You want to do
Blinded,
blind?
that's right.
Okay, so you want to do blind?
Yeah.
You're trying to blind us all.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
you're doing a bane attack blind.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, I'm
gotcha.
sorry. I misread
What
that.
That's okay.
what does blind entail?
Blind.
Bad shit.
Yeah.
So basically, what happens? We all have that boon. We can't see. There's gonna be a bunch of penalties to look up. But now, when you have a bane on you, you can use a move action and try to shake it off. Okay, and
Okay.
resist it. To resist it, you roll a die 20. If you hit a 10, you resist it.
Okay.
Okay, but it takes a move action.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's good.
Your wealth of knowledge is
Yes.
Oh.
Azul.
unbound.
Are you pulling this knowledge out of your purse?
Or-
your...
That's also what he calls his asshole.
I'm hearing extra.
It's his purse. I
mean-
know, just because he's
Yes.
asked me to put things in his purse before.
I
But
don't.
I'm not my
What
brother.
kind of things, Fox?
I don't like hearing extra laughter that's not in this chamber coming from that direction. This displeases me.
Or is it that you're uncomfortable that you're wearing a purse?
We'll talk later.
All right.
All right, so you guys, I'll finish with the enemy's turn, then I'll look up what blinded is.
Yeah. So we all now. Did he do that area effect or
Yeah,
multiple
so,
targets or just on one person?
He's going to do it on just Dronoxus.
Okay. So you're blinded.
Blind.
Okay. Boom.
Yeah. So he is going to, he's charmed, right?
No. Yes.
So he thinks that Dronoxus just hit the floor, correct?
Yeah.
He thinks
He would.
Dronoxus
He
just
would.
hit
Yeah,
the
we
floor.
swapped.
So,
He wants to go finish him, right? Or whatever he wants to do.
yeah. So he's going to, oh, good hit, boss! I will finish this scum for us! And he charges here.
He's not a very good listener.
So I'm going to give him advantage 4 because it's two-handed, it's flanking,
Yes.
weapon specialization, and he's knocked down.
Wow, that's true. And but the thing is, another thing is I demoralize him, so if, you have to take one away.
Okay,
That's part of
fine.
the bane, unfortunately.
fine.
He's not as an effective warrior.
Still a lot of die.
There's still a lot of dice.
So that's that. 13 does not hit.
Oh,
Oh,
It's okay. I'll finish.
no, it doesn't.
I'll finish him off.
yeah.
All right.
So as your move action, you can
You have
try-
to do the blind.
Yeah,
to
shake it.
It just takes a
Who's
10.
next after you?
It just takes a 10.
It would be Nizul after me.
Nizul.
Ah,
yeah.
my go.
No, because he's still 2 slow to go.
Oh,
Great.
shit.
So
I will assist you.
I'm going to do the same thing. Odd as you, even as Bushi. So it's to you. This is a. I'm sorry. This would be, yeah, to Bushi. I'm sorry, because I'm using the
Bushi.
flank. Yeah, to
Got it.
Bushi. Does 25 hit?
Well, yes, it does.
Okay.
And take 10 points of damage.
Now you can use your next round's major action and do a defend.
Okay. Maybe I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do I defend?
You make an agility check,
Okay.
and that becomes your new guard. Your results of your roll. So if you roll really super bomb high, that becomes your new guard. But your next round, you don't get a major action.
That's fine.
All right, that's definitely worth it.
Can you please drink for me?
Oh yes, happily. So you're making an actual agility attack, so you get all your bonuses you would normally get. So you get the extra advantage too.
Oh, okay.
I was missing a little bit in my cup, so I figured that I
Does
would.
the-
I wanted to drink with everybody. I wanted to be part of the party, and here I am.
I was near scene.
And the flank counts as well, or no?
Yeah, because you're doing a. No, that
Yeah.
wouldn't count on that one
Got it.
because you're not making an attack on there. So you get your normal advantage too, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you should have four 6-sideds.
Yeah, D24.
And make it count, girl. Let's do this.
Remember, we have a legend point.
You
If you
can
want
spin the legend point if you want.
I use mine. Do it.
All right,
It's fine.
I'll spend it. Why
Well,
not?
Why not?
Okay.
That's why you have it.
Yeah.
Add another 6-sided then.
Let's get
Because now you have
crazy.
advantage
You get a
3.
+1 to everything.
And then
Plus
plus
1
one
to
to
everything. Good call on that.
Yeah.
That's for a prettier one.
All right, get those pretty dice going. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, keep the highest two.
It's not bad.
Yeah, and you get +1 per dice, so +3.
Okay.
So you got a 9, 10, 13. And unfortunately, your guard is better than that
Yeah.
roll. So you take 10 damage. Now, hold on.
Okay.
Other people can also help defend if they want.
Sure.
They can move up to 15 feet and do a defend.
I mean, I'm
But
not
it's
gonna-
only might and agility. So the only one who can do it would be Jornaxis, who's blind. I have a little agility. But damn, that's a long. What'd you roll?
What's
So it's
10
gonna
higher
take
than
him
your guard?
10
What's
10
10 higher
points.
than your guard?
You rolled
It was
25.
25.
All right, Nizul's coming to the rescue.
Okay.
Nizul's running in, and he's going to actually go in there and take his purse and block the blow using his agility. So he moves 15 feet up, and here he goes.
And he's
This
still
is a die
invisible,
eight,
right?
And I will spend my legend point.
Nice.
So I get 2 die 8, so I keep the highest here. Come on.
Ooh.
Nice. All right. So I got that, and I'm +2. So 21 + 2, 23.
23.
So is that better than your guard?
Yes.
Okay, so
My
that'll
guard
be
is 15.
cool. So 23. How much
I
damage?
hit a 25, so it's 3 points of damage.
Yeah. So it cuts through the satchel still and damages it. I give you a dirty look.
Thank you. Thank you, Purse Wizard.
Purse wizard! Purse wizard!
Purse wizard!
Fantastic.
All right.
All right, as this is happening, Fox whispers to Lightning and Ice. He says something undiscernible. They vanish in the shadows. All of them gone.
Wow.
They pop up, one each next to an enemy. And they strike with twin katanas through the backs of their enemies, forcing the lifeless souls to die, or something of the sorts,
Legend point!
etc., etc.
The rules don't go as good as the description.
So they're better at casting spells, but
Yeah.
my god, they look good.
Yeah. I'll bark, no bite.
Yeah.
Um,
This is against guard.
Let me just ask. Yeah, against guard,
Okay.
does a 12 do anything?
No.
Well, then they all do nothing.
Oh my God. Wow.
Can I get a minimum of 3 points damage on each? From a benevolent DM?
So on that, the rule would be a success with a twist.
Yeah.
Your twist is you can put a free bane on each one of his guys, if you would like.
They start
And
to
then
bleed from their wounds.
yes, so like knocking him down,
Causing
cutting himself.
Actually, yeah, so what we'll do is as you, because it's not very well lit and you don't know this layout very well because you didn't take the time to study it in the other two chambers.
because I was taking all my time into becoming shadows. And
Yeah. So as you pop up, you kind of like land on your like ankles, kind of funny, which is like what makes you like miss the attack. So all three of you fall down.
Perfect.
This is like.
But it's a success, so 3 damage on each.
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
So that. Back. So
These are the inner struggles of all shinobi that no one sees. 'Cause it's in the dark,
Oh, okay.
but that's okay.
okay, so that's the first 3 point damage on these two, and this one's now at
15.
15. Okay.
Damn, I can't believe that minion missed. Dude, he's right there.
You can't believe the minion missed.
Yeah.
I fucking
adorable.
attacked 3 times in one turn.
Yes, we need to get the dice back on. Jornaxis is the only one. Jornaxis is the only one who can roll.
Damn right.
These guys dropping 30 bombs everywhere. All right.
All right, top of the order.
All right. I didn't say it, but as Suki, I took my minor action to stay in shapeshift last
see.
turn. Okay. So I am going to again attempt a claw
Okay.
at the one that is directly in front of me.
So this one correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So
We're all out of
What
beverages.
is my advantage?
You got a little
You're
bit.
normally at advantage 2, right? And then
Yes.
you're flanking.
Yes.
Flanking zero to
So
advantage
another
three.
one, so advantage 3.
Okay.
So you should have a total of 5
4.
6-sided.
Oh, 5.
Because you're normally 2.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh my gosh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Cheetah.
Yay.
Cheetah, the hero.
GM Cheetah.
Yay.
That's
Wesson.
what I'm talking about.
There we go.
Yes.
The god of nectar.
The
Yeah,
god of nectar.
the real Caden Killian.
Okay, well, I don't want to roll until you guys get fresh drinks. I
Okay.
feel a
Okay,
little
well, in that case,
nervous.
let's do a quick,
5-minute break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little, couple minute pee
Even
break while
though-
real quick one.
Cheetah's efforts were in vain.
we are top of order.
Yes.
Top of the order.
Okay.
So yeah, so bathrooms real quick.
Yeah, bathroom.
Get that bathroom break.
All right.
I literally
Yeah,
drank
because
all
some
of the.
people were drinking the Angry
Literally
Orchard.
drank the rest of it.
Yeah, not me.
David, go to my bathroom.
He just went into.
David, go to my bathroom here.
What time are we at right now
10:20.
on the recording?
Oh,
Oh, that was an hour 20 plus 30 more.
nice.
Wow. Okay.
I took
Is this the end of it?
English
Yeah.
last time.
Did you?
But so did
Not me.
Okay, so take that. Somebody had spice one.
Yeah.
Fireball.
Gary, who put it in the beer?
Put Fireball in the Angry Orchard.
Yeah, I just had it in that one. It was not that tasty.
I'm not even go near that.
Yeah.
What do you mean the sweet whiskey and the
Ooh.
sweet cider drink? Didn't,
Yeah, I did not like that.
Was it Rico's cup of tea? I know what you mean.
Whatever do you need?
Why are my bowls so low?
It's okay. I got you, baby.
Gotta bless those dice.
Yeah.
We take real hearty pulls.
So let's.
Who's doing the growler?
I am.
Can I have some of that? Actually, that sounds good. If there's enough left,
Yeah, no, please.
let Mac be first.
Prayers
No,
up
please let Rico be first.
Oh.
Oh.
Because
so
Matt
kind.
Kinsey is allergic to it.
Yeah,
You are?
I think so. There's like some like ryes or pails.
Yeah.
Like make me all blotchy.
Oh no.
Just warming your face up. It's just the Asian glow, baby.
Right?
Hey, are you Asian?
No, I'm not. I'm like 5%,
Yeah.
according to Ancestry.com.
Yeah, so you got a little Asian glow, dude. No
Oh,
big
yeah.
deal. You look good, baby.
Ancestry.com.
Yeah, when I did Ancestry.com, they said I was like 42% Asian. I'm like, well, my mom's 100% Asian. So
Yeah.
this thing's wrong.
Yeah, and I'm like 55% like Irish.
It's like tilted white, so it's just hilarious.
Which one of these was my cups?
Yeah.
Easy there, Fireball. There you go.
Yeah, easy there.
What are you drinking?
Let's finish this.
I know.
Another thing about Open Legend too, just on a side note, is since there's no experience for monsters and stuff, it stresses the fact that when the fight's over, you can just describe the rest of it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, this is it.
yeah. So like what just like you mop them all up, blah 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 blah. And once it gets to that point where it's just like, okay, we know we got to win. You know, for that
Yeah.
guy. And it's actually pretty cool because then you get like really creative with the descriptions or whatever you want to do. Or ask us, how do we finish our guys? And then let us do it. You know,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of cool creative ways.
Yeah, my idea is like once you guys kill
Homeboy.
Homeboy and one other,
Exactly.
Yeah.
clear the numbers in your
Yeah,
favor.
you're right.
Is it red because it's paused?
It's right because it's recording,
Oh.
so we're live.
Still recording.
Yes.
Say bad things about your mom.
Oh, sorry, Mom. Hope she doesn't watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mads, don't look.
Yeah, believe me, none of our moms are watching.
Joke's on you.
Yeah.
So you guys were just down to Coors
She's
Light.
just like,
Oh, that'll work.
it's all good. Wait, is this the pale one?
No, there's none
No,
left.
there's more failed.
Damn
Here,
it,
so
Mac.
flop with me.
No, that's all that was in there. I could only do about a half of a glass.
I'll
for
do
him.
yours. I'm good.
Let's do
Go ahead,
this.
Take the taste of your beverage.
I'm good, man. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Are you ready for some Scottish ale tomorrow?
Yes.
Not gonna lie.
No. Wait. What?
What? Huh?
I mean, the
What?
Scotch brown
Yes.
ale, dude.
Huh?
OG's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
OG's gotta be the brown ale.
Yeah,
That's
That
right.
is amazing.
That's right.
a few
See?
weeks ago when we were
Yes.
there.
Well, so are you trying not to drink tomorrow?
I
Are you
am
gonna
drinking
eat
tomorrow.
Yes, you are.
Same
You're
with
gonna owe me a
Wendy's.
drink. Hopefully, we'll
So,
see.
yeah, there will be breakfast pizza.
Two no
Extra
run
tomatoes
defenses
for
going
this
against
man.
each
Extra
other.
tomatoes and onions for this guy.
Yes.
What's gonna happen?
How many
This is gonna be
tomatoes do you want
bad.
on your pizza,
I'm at
Dave?
the Uber there.
You should.
Yeah, maybe
No,
I
actually, you
should.
should, dude. It's not that expensive.
I know, dude. I
Yeah.
love Uber.
Dave,
What?
how many
I use
tomatoes
it
do you
all
want
the
on your
time.
pizza tomorrow?
You should definitely Uber there. Though. That's a
You've been
smart
trolling
idea.
me all night, girl.
Extra tomatoes for him.
Extra.
Yeah, extra tomato and onion.
onions.
And onions. Come on, man. What's wrong?
I mean, you don't want the tomatoes and onions?
That's no plum pie.
Missoula loves plum pie. Plum pie for some reason.
It's my thing.
My lord.
Oh, what's this
It's my
one?
jam.
Ooh.
We found one.
Oh, you gave me the
My
good.
son.
You give
My
me the,
son had this.
you give me the
Oh,
good
yeah.
shit.
Nice.
Oh,
Thank you,
good,
sir.
good.
Thank you,
Alright,
sir.
We're
I
missing
appreciate
someone.
it.
Where's Gary?
He's outside smoking.
Oh my gosh.
God damn it.
We said 3 minutes.
Addiction is a problem.
empty seat now.
I know, it's Gary.
It's not
Good
dark
fight.
yet.
He said 5
Hey,
minutes.
it's been
It's
5
been
minutes.
5.
Come on,
It's been
you don't
5.
need that shit.
It's been 5.
Put it
I'm
out.
putting it out now.
Yeah. It's killing you anyway.
You're always
It's killing you.
Yeah, we're right at the end here. It's almost anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm like the hypocrite.
Especially when I hit this.
Massive roll in one
Real
shot.
hard.
I
Yeah,
know.
so we left off on her about to
Oh,
roll.
yeah.
You
She's
guys
coming up
have
next.
to drink for me.
Yes. That's why we paused it.
What's the dude's name, by the way?
He hasn't said.
He hasn't said. Okay, I didn't. Okay.
Shit talkers.
Shit talker. Yeah,
Shit
that's
talker because
as he's
we
known to
don't.
me.
Yes, exactly. You can call him that.
Yeah.
As you stomp him.
Yeah.
Curb stomp him.
That's
All right,
seriously-
everyone,
that's
here we
literally
go.
what- That's
Here
literally what I
comes
was
the
gonna
For
do.
my dad.
All right, here we go. This one is a to victory.
Victory!
All right, let's go.
I'll take this.
Okay. All right. Well, all that drinking, huh?
Oh.
Is that a 7?
Well,
That's
no, it's a
11.
11.
Ooh.
Or it's a little bit better.
Carson Wentz. All right.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
there you
Good
go.
luck. Okay.
This is to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So and this is Bushi, correct?
No, this is Suki.
This is Suki. Okay. So I'm gonna let you succeed for 3 points of damage, but as you go to bite, so your claws make contact, but as you go to bite, you just kind of miss and you just headbutt straight into him, and it dazes you. So it'll be dazed next round.
Ouch. So he's at 18 now.
He is hurting.
Okay.
The wounds are. There's blood pumping out of him.
A little spurting going on.
Yeah.
There's some gushing.
Yeah.
In Suki's dazed state, she
Yeah.
looks over at Nuzul and says, "Pull something out of your purse, please."
As you wish.
All right.
Oh, Bushi's turn.
Bushi.
Yes.
Yep.
But I expended myself. I must recover this round.
Does that happen quite often?
So is that 18 with the 3 that he just took?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was at 15,
Okay.
Yeah,
and
so
now
now
he's
he's
at
18.
18.
Okay.
So Bushi is extremely concerned about Suki, and he is going to maul
All right.
the shit out of this dude.
No drinks.
Yeah.
No
drinks.
drinks.
No,
drinks.
fuck this
No
drink
drinks.
shit.
Nope.
Yeah, I did. That was better.
I mean, is it though?
That's a 6 up there, isn't it?
Yeah. You got one
Oh, wait.
exploding
Your
dice.
highest
Keep
two.
your 4.
16
And you got exploding dice.
Where?
Right here.
That's
That's
a
6, isn't it?
That's
no,
a 5.
That's a 5.
Oh, wow. Looked like a 6 on the right. Yeah.
Ah, 15.
Please hit, please hit, please hit.
It hits
Yeah!
Yes.
for the minimum of 3 points of damage.
That's
All
fine.
right, 21.
Something.
All
We're all
right.
about
So
the
he
minimum.
is. So as he's like taking these like cat scratches, really, death by 1,000 cuts at this point.
Yes.
And so he kind of like takes a minute after like the last attack, and he's and you can see he's like kind of getting pale, and he's bleeding profusely more than he was a second ago. So you can tell he is not feeling too hot.
But still kicking.
Still kicking,
My God.
but barely. All right, so buddy boy here. I'm sorry, boss. Don't worry. This time I'll kill him.
Wait.
Oh, it's you. I'm so
my
sorry.
turn. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I was like, whoa. What'd you cut off, Jordan?
You know what? I think an advantage
Wow.
one is the DM's mistake.
Yeah, whoa! There you
It
go.
actually
That's
works.
important.
That actually works because now I balance out because I wasn't going to use my great sword on this one.
1,000 pardons.
So wait, what do I have to do? I did do a move action to get rid of the blind, right?
Right.
How,
you
what do I roll?
You roll a die
die
20,
20.
so you're resisting
it.
the bane. So
Okay.
you're trying to shake it off. Maybe take the advantage on this.
Oh, yeah.
So roll 2 die 20,
Yeah,
pick
I
the
like that
highest.
idea.
Here we go.
Come on, baby.
Need a 10.
Yeah!
Very good, very good, very good.
Sweet. So Dronoxus like shakes off the blindness, and he sees him laying on the ground with his just stumps for legs, and just writhing in pain. And he walks over slowly to him and puts his boot to his face and just starts crushing down on his skull.
Oh, that's a might check.
Yeah.
So I'm not using the great sword, so it
That's
would
okay.
just
So
be
you still use your might.
so it would just be one. It would one.
and I think it's 2d6 because you have a might of 5. So
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So you get 2d6. Hold on, and then you have weapon specialization, or you have specialization. What's it called?
Yeah, but that's
Attack-
that's if I use my great sword, right?
I don't think so. No, it's attack specialization might.
Yeah.
So anytime you
So
use
any might attack.
Oh,
so
okay.
this would get it
And
too.
he's
Okay.
knocked down, so it's
Okay.
another advantage. So
Oh,
advantage.
okay, cool.
So
So I
you-
get one more d6.
two.
Two more d6s.
No advantage,
Yes.
two.
Yep, your advantage too. 1 for your specialization, 1 because he's prone.
Like
Yeah.
that.
There you go.
And he just. While he's pushing him down.
Legend point for that one. So I will let you describe the sound of his crushing skull as he breathes his last breath on this.
So pretty much his head just turns into a pumpkin being smashed on Halloween and just fucking.
Appropriate.
Well
I'll,
played.
I'll
and,
Viper.
his minion friend in the back like, yes, boss, yes!
Fantastic. All right, he's done, says. All right. So the enemy's turn. Yeah, so he's. Yes, boss! Now I will fight for you! And he turns and attacks lightning. This is just advantage two. Advantage one. Cool.
Oh, look at that one.
Get that shit out my house.
Nice.
Oh no. Yeah. 11 against your guard.
Nah.
All right.
You can't hit shit.
Boss, please don't hold this against me. They're very scary. He appeared out of nowhere. I wasn't ready. I'm trying my best.
As lightning just.
He has this face of. He's intrigued. All right. This one will. 1 through 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Decide who's going to attack. All right, it's going to be Bushi.
Great.
Blame the dice.
Bushi dies.
Dude.
This
My-
table
my-
is getting flipped.
He rolled the dice though. Flip the dice.
Oh.
Highest 2.
That's
Assuming a 10 doesn't hit.
You're good, you're good.
Doesn't.
All right.
You're good.
And then the last one. Same thing. 1 through 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so it's going to be against Fox. 14.
Nada.
All right.
Dude, our DM's dice went
Nice.
cold. I like it. Let's finish this.
Thank you.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
All right.
Do it.
Nizul.
Nizul has had enough. His eye opens. He drops his invisibility at this point. He's confident enough. And then takes a peek at this guy here who catches his eye. Big eye glows. Meanwhile, he's like going, and I mind blast him.
Very nice.
All right, here we go. I get advantage 1. This is against resolve. Ooh.
Nice.
All right, that's going to be a 24.
I want you to describe what a extraordinary attack looks like in terms of
As
mind
I'm going
blasting
in, he's
when
like,
it also
"Ah,"
kills
and
him.
his eyes actually turn and do a 180 in his head, like this, right before his whole entire head just blows. And then a fountain of blood shoots out of the stump.
And he just
And of course, Nizul just goes, yes.
Purse wizard, purse wizard.
Right, thank you. Thank you very much.
So as he blood and gore and everything just goes everywhere, these two get discouraged, and what we'll do, for sake of time, because I know that we will wipe this encounter, I would like you guys to describe how you end up killing these demoralized foes.
Well, I believe it is Fox, Lightning, and Ice's turn.
Yes, you're correct. There you go.
Basically, what happens is Lightning and Frost both dematerialize and materialize next to this gentleman right here,
All right.
and backstabs through the kidneys.
Nice.
Just instantly dead. Just done. Fox, however, materializes next to this lone, straggling survivor of the group. He materializes up and he looks at him and he says, "It doesn't have to be this way. You can take your own life. To seppuku. Honor your former master. Let me aid you in your descent to Valhalla." Master?
Wait, you didn't do the across.
He didn't need to. He just did it. That was enough.
That was a beautiful
Legend
day.
point for that one.
Good session.
And you
Good
can you
session.
stab this guy, right?
Oh yes.
Red, blue, red.
Those are mind blast.
So as they die and hit the floor, you hear this like rumbling, and the gate rolls up, and you realize that's a staircase up.
Oh yeah.
All right.
We walk out. We're like, "Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!"
Staircase or
It's
escalator?
like all night.
Yeah.
Gotta work for it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So as you guys ascend the staircase, you realize that you're now in a new hall, a new area. It looks like this.
Wow.
And Jarl and his brother are standing there with a very pleased look on their face, and they nod. We figured that this would be the outcome, but congratulations nonetheless.
Thank you.
Pat you all on the back. This is the Hall of Heroes, and this records the deeds of some of our greatest heroes. Here lies the story of our people, and if you serve us well in this endeavor, hopefully you will have a spot here as well.
You can count on it.
Indeed.
Now rest, or we'll speak in the morning of the deeds we need done. That's it.
Yeah, well done. Great adventure, Mackenzie. Great adventure. Great adventure.
All right.
Nice.
Can we get cheers?
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Good job.
So sorry for my shitty rolls, guys.
Oh,
okay.
dude, it's all good.
Hopefully
It
I made
happens.
up for it.
Yeah, that was great.
First Wizard is a new name.
I know.
First wizard.
I think it's
Yes.
the title.
There's some magic. There's some magic that's happening.
Nizul, comma.
First wizard, yes.
All right, cool. Well,
Are we good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Alright, I'm cutting.
Thanks, guys.